Hey everyone, thanks for joining. Some of us are sick, some of us are hungover, and some of us are wicked smart. So
Can you guess?
it's going to be a good show.
That is
It's going to be a good show today. So I'm trying to keep this stream to under 2 hours or around 2 hours. So I don't want to get too caught up in other things. So let's just go around and say hi, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everybody. We'll start with the gentleman to my left or right, the handsome Al. Al, what do you got to say?
Definitely not handsome, but I am the one that's a little sick and under the weather. Got some weird weather here in Cali. It just got hot all of a sudden this week, and anytime we have these crazy drastic weather changes, I just get killed. Like combination of allergies or a cold or something. But just took a 2-hour nap. Much better. But if you see me turning off my screen and turning off my mic for a little bit, it's because I'll be sneezing. But I'm here. I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay.
You are true.
Hope you feel better, Al. Let's start with the wicked smart dude next.
Hey everybody, glad to be here. It's been a long week of crazy work, and yeah, like Al saying, it's been 93 here after being in the 60s, and then tomorrow it's supposed to be like 63 and rain on Sunday. So
yeah,
it does mess with your stuff, but man, it's been a good month for collecting, so I am excited for this.
Okay, cool.
Hey, it's Ryan.
Well, come on, spoiler, dude. Spoiler, come on. All right, next we're gonna go with Ian.
Hey guys. Just glad to be here. Share some love for toys. The weather's been kind of weird here as well. It seems like it's everywhere. It was cold last week. I got a bit warmer, and it's kind of hit me too. But yeah, I'm not feeling too tough because of a few beverages that I had last night for a leaving party. But hopefully I can make it to 2 hours. Yeah, let's talk toys.
Okay, well, orange juice at night will do that to you. So, probably stick to alcohol next time. And Ryan, thanks for joining, man. It's been a while. We haven't seen you in a bit,
Yeah, I've been busy. So I got my box cutter here. I'm gonna open up some boxes.
Because the streams have gone really, really smoothly. We haven't been,
Well, I'm still been out of shape about my slides being cut off. So, yeah. So I have some slides in the work. So make sure you push me on the backside. That'd be great. But no, I'm just excited to be on here. I had a real hard time figuring out what I got this month. And then when I went into my slides, picking my top 6 figures, I realized a lot of them I had on the last show. So yeah, it's been a while. But hey, I'm telling you, I'm looking around a bunch of stuff I still haven't opened up. So I've been real busy trying to make that money to pay that tax man. So
there you go.
We're going to talk about some big things, big purchases. That might be on the radar, but I've saved tons of money not being on the stream, so that is a positive.
You're acting like we're the influencers here.
Yeah. I still have the 18 van coming. I have Big Bad Toy Store, a bunch of stuff dropping. I have that latest 4 Horsemen wave, Mythic Legions, that's supposed to release from Big Bad Toy Store. So it's crazy. And then Hot Toys are just kicking my what right now. Yeah. So due back anytime. So
yeah, same. I got charged for my what is it? The Sand Trooper. I couldn't get the 2 of them together, so I got them separately.
Yeah.
But I got charged for the figure, but I haven't been charged for the due back yet.
Yeah, and I have not paid that off, so that payment will hit me hard. I thought it was a 500, not a 750. So I'm in trouble. I didn't realize that. Somebody corrected me, and I was like, "What? Dang it!"
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So we're talking vehicle range, right? So
yeah, or dragon range, right?
Yeah, dragon range. not that much though, and we'll talk about that tonight. So
All right. So I want to get into a few things before we start. So again, I appreciate everybody being here. I'm not going to really get into the chat and highlight too many things. I will say that, thank you everybody for being here. Again, we want to kind of get through this thing a bit quickly. We have a lot to talk about, a lot going on. So first of all, the main thing that we're doing today is that Mafex 205 giveaway. We did it over 3 platforms. One was Facebook, the Don't Tell My Wife group. One was Instagram, and the other was the YouTube. Now, we got more entries on the YouTube. I know that some people entered like 3 times because there were 3 videos. I did my best to kind of figure out and try to weed people out, but I know some people got double entries. Absolutely. And maybe there's 1 or 2 people who got triple entries. Remember, enter once. So if you entered multiple times on the YouTube and you have multiple entries for the next giveaway, don't do it again. Don't do it again. You'll be disqualified. 1 entry per platform. Okay. So we're going to do 3 spins to get winners from each platform. So we'll do a spin for the Facebook group and we'll pick a winner. And some of you were messaging me. I was putting numbers under your entry on the different platforms because I'm not typing in everybody's name. That's not happening. So if we'll spin the numbers. If it lands on your number, you've made it to the final round. And so we'll do that. We'll do the Facebook group. Then a little bit later, we'll do the Instagram. And then towards the end, we'll do the YouTube. And when we have all 3 together, we'll spin them all and we'll pick the winner. And then we'll pick the runner-up. So the winner I will reach out to. The winner will have a couple days to respond. And the winner will have to verify that the winner has already registered on the Vivian Blue website, which was a rule. And you have to show me that you are either following me on Instagram or you are you're in the Facebook group. I would know. And then you'd have to show me that you are a member, not a member, a subscriber of my YouTube. So if you try to do these things after the fact, you're out. And it goes to the runner-up. And if the runner-up can't do that, it'll go to the 3rd place person. So these were the rules. We'll verify. So make sure that you've done all of these things already. Make sure you're subscribed or following me and Vivian Blue. And make sure you're also registered on the Vivian Blue's website. Because if you're not, and they know when people register, and I'll ask them. If you're not, then I'm going to pass it on to the next person. Okay, so just so we're clear and everybody knows. So we'll start off with the Facebook group because that was the least amount of entries, and it's baffling. I don't get that. There's 1,700 plus people in the Facebook group. We only had 53 entries. It's just mind-boggling. Like, this is a free figure. It might not be something you really want. You might already have it, but it's a free figure. And you can use it to give to a friend, to another collector. You can use it as trade barter. You can, trade it for a figure that you do want. So, in the future, keep that in mind. I'm always looking for different figures. If I can get a hard to find figure for free, I'm definitely going to try to get it because then I can use it to get something that I do want. And I don't have to pay as much money for it because hopefully the person would be open to trading. So things to keep in mind. So we'll start off with the spin. This will be the Facebook group, as I said. So let me share that.
Is it too early to congratulate Ian?
If he wins one of these things, I'm gonna end the stream now.
Hey, I do have a question.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Okay, I just registered, so I'm good now. You can go on. Yeah, the hardest thing, guys, was to change it to English. Yeah, the hardest thing was to change it to English. I was like, "What is this stuff? I can't register." So it took me about 1 to 2 minutes to register. So I'm good.
Come on, Chrome translates all that stuff for you. What are you talking about?
I'm on a cell phone, so I don't know.
Oh, well, you could still open the Chrome browser. All right. So, like I said, I think there were 53. Let me confirm. Yep, 53 entries on the Facebook. Some people entered a few times, and I didn't give you a number, or I hopefully didn't give you a number. One person I gave a number, and I don't know if it was the Facebook group or it was Instagram or something. I think it was the Facebook group. And then I told him, I wrote under it, this number no longer exists, and then I gave the number to somebody else. So if you do win again, this spin, this puts you in the final round. You're not winning the figure now. This puts you in the final round. We'll have a spin of 3 numbers later on, and I will write down. One will be FB, meaning Facebook group, and then the other one will be IG, Instagram, and then the other one will be YT, and then the number, so we know who wins. Okay, guys. All right, so here's the first spin. Everybody ready?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even know what number I have.
Doesn't matter.
I wrote down 4 numbers. I don't know which one it is. Let's go.
Lucky 13.
Lucky 13.
All right, so let's write that number down. Anybody want to go into the Facebook group and see who I wrote as 13, or if you're in the chat, let us know.
Let me take a look.
Okay. So we have our first finalist, which is pretty good. If you only entered through the Facebook group, what's wrong with you? You should be entering in all of them. So move along. I just want to talk about a couple things before we get into most of the meat and potatoes. The Super MUSK, there's a couple of days left for that early bird pricing. Ace has added another wall, a 4th wall. So you can separate them like this if you get the Super MUSK, which is pretty cool. If you don't want to have them, right next to each other, if you want to kind of separate them a bit, which is, again, it's a nice feature that he added on. So I think right now they're at like 500 and something. Let me see.
Sorry, did
they're
you say 513, right?
What was that?
The number was 13 in the group?
Yeah, Facebook is 13.
Well, we have the winner on air right now.
It's not Ian.
It's not Ian, actually. Wow.
Woo! Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Let him figure it out.
Okay.
All right, but
I'll be right back 1 second.
Okay. All right. So so we're at 521, or we Ramen Toys is at 521 for the Super MUSK. So they've already unlocked the first threshold. So we're hoping for 1,200 units so we can get that phone booth. That would be awesome. It's definitely something that I think everybody wants. So that first threshold is the fire hydrant. that yellow
Yeah.
fire hydrant. If you haven't gotten this, looking at the price of that dragon, this is pretty nice deal. Again, having something like this to highlight your collection is always great. I know that Laser Pants over at the official 5POA, he just got himself a nice building from, who was that, High School Creations? Yeah.
High School
They made
Creations,
that. Yeah. So they, High School Creations is making some awesome diorama pieces or, playset pieces for collectors. So Laser Pants just got a really nice one, so he was able to highlight that and show it off. If you just have your figures kind of standing around, in your museum poses or whatnot, I mean, it's all right, but trying to put them in real world looking scenarios I think is a little bit better. So I'm grabbing this. I'm really excited for it. And if you haven't, if you're on the fence for it, save yourself $50 and pick it up now so everybody can get that. Phone booth.
Phone booth. Come on now.
Phone booth. Is everybody in the group getting this? I don't think Ian is, but everybody else?
I'm gonna get it. Yeah,
I'm getting it.
but I will.
Ryan, you getting this, or is the tax man taking too much?
I don't know, man. I really don't. I wish I could do my taxes like tonight and get it done with, but to be honest with you, I'm not sure if I can do the early bird. That dragon's really getting me worried. So the
dragon's going to end up costing like $800.
I know. That's the problem. So I've been trying to look at my pre-orders. So I went from, I don't know, over the months, I went from like 150 maybe down to about 80. So I don't know. I got to make cuts. So I got to make $300 worth of cuts here. So,
man, that's good progress.
Your children.
Yeah.
So that's good progress for you, man.
Well, and then I got into it with my wife, so who knows?
That's never a winning proposition.
Yeah, and then I'm going to Joe Fest. I got to go Disney, and that's a little scary too. So I didn't realize how expensive Disney is. So,
oh, dude, Disney's insane.
And then Valaverse.
Wise wisdom from the sage.
Yeah.
If you can't afford to get the dragon and the MUSK, just be irresponsible and get them both.
Yeah. And then Valaverse has a mystery drop tomorrow. So who knows what that is.
Well, Bobby's supposed to be sending me some stuff.
Okay.
Because he sends people free stuff all the time, and he hasn't sent me anything yet, so he's due. So
well,
he's
Bobby, I won something on the stream, and they sent me and Bobby did some artwork, so it was pretty cool. Now I need to open it up, or do I keep it closed? So we'll see.
Okay. So let me just. Are you late here, Edward? Are you late? Nobody's won yet.
I can't even figure out the numbers. Did I win?
Well, go look.
I don't even know how to look.
I'm actually a bit annoyed, right? Because the person who got the win used my Ian as an entry. So somebody stole my luck.
I know I put Ian somewhere, but I don't know if it was me.
Well, I think you, Jason, and Al did it.
Oh.
And it wasn't Al, because he would have said that he won it.
I didn't do it. Damn.
And I thought that Ryan had a number higher up. I thought Ryan was closer to a different number, but maybe Ryan was 13. I don't know.
Do you want me to say?
No. Is the winner a panelist?
I'll put him out of his misery.
Is the winner a panelist?
Yeah, the winner's a panelist.
Well, 13 is my lucky number.
Because if Ryan got it, he's disqualified.
Yeah, my mother-in-law asked my wife if she could buy me another cheap shirt at Walmart, St. Patrick's Day. And I said, heck, I wear those all the time. What are you talking about? Another shirt. I'm so cheap. Hey, did I win? Seriously.
Okay, yeah, you were 13.
Heck yeah.
What?
So did I win, or am I in a championship thing?
You're in the final three.
Oh, final. Okay.
Yeah, you just won the playing tournament.
Okay, so I could win the next one and the next one on YouTube.
So he stole Ian, and my 13 combined.
That's twice. That's twice. He's used my luck to win.
Yeah, yeah. I got a 3 POA membership. I got something else. Who knows?
Yeah, I never get the 5 POA memberships. Never. I'm very upset about that. Anyway, let's keep moving on. Like I said, so we want to talk a little bit about this news. This is big news. It's not a little news. This is big news. So McFarlane is out. Mattel is in. Mattel is, back in the day. What's old is new again. So the question is, so we know that this is going to start in 2026. The question is, what scale are they going to do? I mean, they're not going to do McFarlane. McFarlane's the only one really doing that scale. Maybe NECA.
Yeah.
But, do they make it 6-inch compatible? Are they going back to, the 4-inch stuff from back in the day? What do you guys think?
There's also the question of really like how it's the full license, because I was reading a couple stuff online, and there's still a lot of speculation because they haven't said McFarlane's out yet, 100%.
Yeah,
they just announced this, so there's still speculation. Maybe Mattel's taking over for where Spin Master was doing like their more kiddie toy stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, this is all speculation. No one knows for sure. But maybe McFarlane will still have the DC license, or maybe they're completely out. Or
they with McFarlane they just did a figure announcement recently, right? Just really recently, and
yeah, but McFarlane releases stuff like the next week.
Yeah.
So this is
nothing. There's
2026.
nothing DC on the list. It was Mortal Kombat and Turtles.
Yeah, today was Mortal Kombat and Ninja Turtles, which everyone kind of knows that McFarlane's had the Mortal Kombat license just sitting there. But the Ninja Turtle one was the one that kind of surprised me.
Yeah. But so let's just assume that McFarlane has lost the license and was starting fresh with Mattel. What scale do you think they're going to do?
it depends whether they're going, like I was saying, it depends whether they're going with sort of the kiddie line of toys or not, or the higher quality. If it's kiddie, I'm guessing 4, 3.
Or they could do both.
They could.
Honestly. I don't see a market for. There's no market for kids. Let's just be honest about it. There's no market for kids, and the only real reason to do 4-inch is because you want a world build with vehicles, and that's not really a thing with superheroes. So, do you want to make it compatible with other lines, or do you want to have it in its own little world on its own?
Well, I'm hoping they do 6-inch.
It would be nice to have 4-inch. I mean, it would be nice. It'd be more cost effective for the consumer, but I want to be able to have DC figures that aren't Mafex that can scale with everything else.
Yeah. No, I prefer the 6-inch scale. Now, the hard thing about figuring this out is right now Mattel's main lines for collectors, for the male collectors, is Masters of the Universe, which is a 7-inch scale, but they also have the WWE line, which is a 6-inch scale. So it's kind of like it's a toss up at this point.
They got Jurassic Park too, don't they? Isn't that like their other one?
Is Mattel doing that? Yeah,
I think so.
Oh, it might be. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's probably them.
Never been real impressed with the quality on those figures. So,
on the Jurassic Park ones,
any of the Mattel stuff always looks a little waxy to me.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Their Masterverse stuff is actually pretty good. I'll take that over McFarlane. I have a couple of the Masterverse stuff, and I'm surprised it's a Mattel figure, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And I haven't collected any of the WWE stuff, but I have some friends that do, and So they have a couple different lines in the WWE line, like their Elite, which is kind of like I guess you would be like, like the entry level figures, but their Ultimate stuff actually looks really good, and they use a pretty good articulation on it. So if it's anything like that or the Masterverse, I'll take that over any of the McFarlane stuff.
Ryan, you got any thoughts on this?
Yeah. So I don't think it's just figures. I think it's like board games. So I'm pretty sure DC didn't have any board games. So board games, I think 6-inch. But I will be honest, I had some DC Mattel before, and they were terrible. I mean, majority of it. So now they had comics with He-Man, and I know maybe that will be something they do a crossover into the He-Man figures and with the Masterverse. So that's a possibility, but I don't think I'm not counting out McFarlane doesn't have a license still, but maybe I'll be proved wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
we'll see. All right. Anyone want to add anything else to this before we move along? No, that was quick. That was easy.
Now, are you going to talk about McFarlane next?
If you want.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So McFarlane, what are they going to dive into? So I don't know. I mean, if they lose DC, they're going to be hurting, I feel like. So I know you talked about it, anime, but I mean, I don't know. Do they steal something from Hasbro or get, down the line Star Wars or something? But I don't know why they'd want Star Wars.
Definitely. My thing with the anime is that manga outsells comic books.
Yeah.
So and then you have just the animation anime, right? So in the States, Bandai, I think, kind of dominates that market, but McFarlane with the Demon Slayer stuff, I think what they put out is pretty nice.
Yeah.
The only problem is that Bandai's stuff is so affordable.
Yeah.
And it's such great quality.
Yeah.
That I think maybe McFarlane would have some trouble kind of cracking that market. But it's so massive and expansive that there's room for everybody, I think, within that genre.
Yeah. But when you guys go through Target and Walmarts, do you guys see a lot of anime stuff on the shelves?
We're starting to see more, but it's more like the entry level Figuart stuff that you see, like the $35 stuff.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball and all that. Yeah. Yeah,
like Dragon Ball. You see Demon Slayer too, and One Piece.
Now, I would think it would be funny if McFarlane gets G.I. Joe from Super 7 and takes over that stuff. That'd be hilarious. But
like a 7-inch line of G.I. Joes.
Yeah, something.
I
think
honestly,
they would make them a lot better. I mean, or do they purchase, another company? So,
well, I mean, it looks like they're gonna start diving into Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
looks like they're doing the IDW line. I honestly still think if the rumors are true about Hasbro still needing to renew the Marvel license, I think Todd's gonna make a Hail Mary attempt at it. Not saying that he's gonna get it, but I'm sure that's what he wants, especially now that he's doing the Marvel statues.
Yeah, which I don't see moving at all. So I've been to several Walmarts, and those things just stay there. So I keep looking at the Hulk one, thinking, when are they going to drop the price? And just the price, the target price that they have is, I think, what is it? Those statues are $100. But if you collect statues, you're going to collect $100 statues. That's what I don't understand with McFarlane. And a lot of their stuff, gets heavily discounted. But you can't say that McFarlane couldn't pump things out there. I mean, he was just coming out with new figures, every month or two? Pretty insane.
Yeah, every couple of weeks.
Amount of production that he did.
Yeah, I mean, time will tell. I mean, I guess it all is based on whether or not he's actually lost the DC license. But if he got outbid by Mattel, That's, you know, it's probably saying a lot and probably lessens his chance of being able to get Marvel. I would assume that Marvel costs a lot more to get than Mattel paid for DC. So I would just assume. So we'll see. Anyway, let's keep going. Now, this is not an official picture from the Loyal Subjects, but we are getting a new mask line that will be going up for pre-order. I believe the date was July 1st. And that will be a partnership with Big Bad Toy Store. Did anybody have mask toys as a kid? Any of you guys?
Yeah, man. I had them all.
Yeah, all of them.
Man, I had MASK was my thing, man. Like this, check this. This is an original. When I was a kid.
Hold on.
Can I make that? I can't. Maybe I can't get it to focus. Oh man, I can't.
Well, you keep moving it. It's never gonna focus. There you go.
That's cool.
That was
You
my
better be careful walking down the street with that. Somebody might get it.
It's like when I was a little kid. That was my my M.A.S.K watch, and I broke it like the first day. I got it for my birthday, and I broke it by turning it the wrong way. For a recent birthday, my parents found it, and they got the inside all fixed and sent that out to me.
Nice. So that's the actual original one that you had.
That's the original one from when I was a little kid, man. I don't even know, a few years old, maybe 3-4 years old.
That's so cool of your folks to do that. That's really awesome.
Yeah, it's really
trying to get rid of him. Get every little memory of him. Get it out. So they've teased some images, and New York Toy Fair, I believe, is this weekend. So they'll be unveiling, I think, at the Toy Fair their actual product. This, from all the photos that they've kind of teased, this looks to be the original scale. So that scale was what, like 2.5 inches?
Yeah, like a 3-inch at tops.
Something like
maybe.
that. 3-inch tops, yeah.
Maybe even smaller, yeah.
But I mean, the selling point for the line wasn't the figures; it was the vehicles, right? So Ramen Toys has been doing a couple of vehicles and figures, which have been pretty cool. I didn't get any, but I'd be all in on getting these for my kids. The only problem is there's no media to kind of tie it in, and that's the problem with all of these, 80s retro toy lines. Like, there's no current media tying any of it in, so it's all nostalgia based. No 8-year-old kid, 7-year-old kid is going to have any idea what M.A.S.K is.
Nah.
I mean, even looking for it on YouTube is hard. So it's cool that it's coming out. It's obviously geared not towards kids. It's going to be geared towards 40 and 50-year-old guys with disposable income trying to recapture some of the fun of their youth. But I'm all in. That's me. So, I'll grab these as long as they're not ridiculously priced. So, again, July 1st is the date that these are supposedly going up for pre-order. Al, are you in on these?
It all depends on I'm probably going to at least get a few of them. I don't know if I'll collect everything. It all depends on the price. I mean, Loyal Subjects is pretty, they're not that expensive. So, but, they don't really do too many vehicle type stuff. So we'll see how it is. I do want that. Was it the Thunderhawk?
Thunderhawks, yeah, that's the
Marrow, right? Yeah, the main one. I definitely get that just because that was my favorite one as a kid. So
it's strange that they teased they showed this as the Rhino first. They haven't showed us Thunderhawk yet, right?
I didn't see it. Other than like a silhouette, I think they showed like
the silhouette they showed. I think.
Yeah. So
you think we're gonna get that? What was it called? Thunder Mountain? Was that the playset?
Shoot, I forgot.
The man, I don't remember the name.
What was
I had almost every figure from every line in the 80s up until like 87 or maybe. But I never went deep on M.A.S.K. My cousins did. They had that big mountain playset.
Boulder Hill. That was it.
Boulder Hill, yeah. So I had that boulder that fell down. That's right. They had more M.A.S.K. stuff than I did. So I actually reached out to one of my cousins from, who used to collect all this stuff when he was a kid. He's pretty happy about it. But you know, the thing about this is they're just reusing the old molds, right? I mean, they're not using the actual molds. They're, you know, making new molds from the old toys. There's no new engineering, it seems, from looking at the photos. You might
Yeah,
have
it
new
looks-
coloring and stuff, but you know,
It's very
I think-
retro.
yeah, I think it's all going to be the same. So,
I mean,
Jason,
yeah.
are you getting these?
Me?
Yeah.
I guess I missed M.A.S.K the first time around, so I'm not super familiar with them. I
Well, you were in high school then, right?
Just barely.
We can smart.
It would have been my late teens, so I may well have been otherwise engaged.
When did M.A.S.K come out? M.A.S.K was like 86, right?
Yeah, so I'd have been
86 was the magic year in the
80. So I would maybe 85. 85,
well, it
yeah.
ran 2 seasons, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so that
Yeah,
would have been
cool
mid-teens
show.
for me. It's one of those I managed to miss. So, but it's a semi with guns on it, so I am intrigued.
Wait, you were born in 1970.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you were high school.
yeah, that's what I said. High school.
I was just messing with you. I didn't realize that. Oh, my bad. I thought you were just, you know, pulling my leg.
No, those are the high school years for me.
Yeah, okay.
I think Al might have been born by then.
The
Yeah, I
chicks
was
did
like,
the toys
like I
back
said,
in the day.
I was still shitting my diapers around this time, but you know, once I got a little bit like 3-4 years old, I was watching all these reruns.
You cut me deep, Al.
James was born in 84. My God.
That was me. Me and James, same year, 84.
84. I remember 84 vividly. It was a great year. All right.
Ugh.
Let's stop being old guys. Let's keep going.
Right. Old guys with toys.
All right. Ryan, I need Ryan on this one. Ryan, are you ready? Turn that mic on.
Well, now, am I ready for the mask? No, I'm not.
Are you ready for the next topic?
For the dragon? Give me one
No.
second.
For this.
Oh, G.I. Joe. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's gonna get
Let's
this?
start with Ryan. What are your thoughts on this?
I'm all in, man. Why would I not be? I mean, this thing is going to be cheaper than the Mafex Aquaman. So I'm going to definitely get this. And it's going to be available. All these people want to
Well,
play
you don't
FOMO.
know if it's going to be cheaper.
It's going to be. I got inside sources who have inside sources. Now, okay, what? $25, $100 for the figures? Man, if they try to sell this for $150, they're crazy. You know, especially for somebody like me. I need this. But are we going to be able to get it? Yeah, we're going to definitely be able to get it. So everybody's going to be in freak out mode about this. Selling this on eBay, everybody's going to pay overpriced. But I mean, you can't get a better set than these 4 guys here. So I'm all in. I would say less than 150 easily. So go get your Pulse membership, that free shipping, so we can get this. And a guy from Japan will be begging us for one, right?
I know somebody's picking me up 2 of these. I know.
Oh, wait, already? Not name me? Okay.
I know somebody is.
Oh, you
I'm
know
saying
somebody. Okay.
somebody.
Now, when is the convention, though? It's in June, right? If I remember correctly.
What convention?
July.
San Diego?
Yeah,
San
this
Diego's
is-
July.
Yeah, so okay, so July. So I'll have money then. I'll be rolling in the dough. So I'll be getting at least 2. I've learned my mistakes over the years, right? So definitely pick this up. I'm excited about it. And I'll be honest with you, this is probably one of the best things that could came out. So we're craving it. We're gonna get rid of the fake fans and make sure we keep the legit ones, right? So get rid of those flippers.
Yeah.
So we know who you are. And there's been an interesting discussion is like all these people getting these HasLabs, are they making enough money now? Shipping's so expensive. You know, is it worth it? Little smaller, vehicles, this type of set. If you really want to sell it, then more power to you. But I'll be cranking this thing open. I might buy, I might open 2 of these. So,
Oh yeah.
we'll see. Yeah, do some head swaps, right?
Open 2 of them?
Yeah, why not?
Well, see.
Battle
So
the
my thing-
bands.
my thing is, and Ian was with me. I bought. Well, it's backwards, I guess. So I've been buying
Is that a mini movie?
instruments for my
Dude,
Cold
you need to
Sliver
open
band.
that thing, man. What the hell's
No,
going on?
man, you know I gotta keep
Hurry up,
teasing you.
man. You need to tell me if it's any good.
Yeah, well, so I went to the store the other day, and they had like 20 of these things on the shelf. Ian went the next day; they were all gone.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, but so I figure if they're gonna do that now, and I've got like guitars, and I've got this, and I've got this, maybe I'll do one with like Spider-Man, all the different Spider-Mans, because I got Spider-Punk, right? So I can do one with Marvel and have them sitting at the drums and doing all that stuff. But as soon as I saw this announcement, I was like, damn it, all that money I spent on those accessories now. It's like,
Dude,
oh.
no, I guarantee though, those Bandai ones that you got, the quality will be better.
Oh yeah,
Guaranteed.
absolutely. I mean, I look
Those
at this.
the gacha toys, man, like for the price they are, like the quality of them is really good.
Yeah.
And like that,
Yeah.
those ones, the fact that you buy each part, the quality in those will be way better for sure.
Yeah. And this is the whole set. So
Now, Gridiron.
normally
Suit-
these are capsules. So you can go to certain stores and buy them all together.
I like that little Korg though, that mini Moog you get.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really
There's a
cool.
bunch of Korg ones. There's like 5 different Korgs, but I got this one. I thought it looked cooler.
I used to play.
It's 2 pieces. So let me just expand that. So it's 2 pieces. So it expands out. So there's one the same size, and they'll attach.
Yeah.
And then it comes with legs, so it'll stand up. It's pretty cool. I mean, the quality on it is for the scale. I don't want to open it.
I've seen the real deal and played one back in the day. That looks like it's supposed to.
Yeah, they look great. They really do.
That's cool.
So, so yeah. So I'm hoping that some of my buddies can grab me 1 or 2 of these. Definitely need it. Need it. Now Al's getting this, yeah? You're muted, Al.
Sorry. Yep. I'm getting this.
Okay. And
Tried it for sure.
yeah. Jason, you don't collect G.I. Joe, right?
I don't collect Joe, but I am a sucker for hair bands, so I just might be in on this one. That's definitely my. I love the '80s vibe on that. So
Yeah.
with the guitar and the flying V, that's freaking awesome.
When I was younger, I was driving home from the bars and I found a bunch of band equipment left all over the street. This is when I
What's
was
the story
6
there?
I was 16, driving home, working at a bar till 2 a.m., a nightclub. And I went home. I was like, what the heck's all these boxes? Just in the middle of the street. So I got out of my car in the middle of the street and just started picking up boxes. And I found it. And then I drove about a half mile down the road, another box, just all the way down home. And it was one of these back roads nobody takes. And I got home, showed my dad. It was all this band equipment, like the lights. And one of them was that guitar thing.
Oh, yeah?
And I called. My dad goes, you got to call the police department. I had speakers, everything. I'm like, who is this band driving down the street and crap's falling
Well, I'm saying there's a story there. Like, I'd love to know what happened.
So a cop comes over. My dad made me call the police department. So the police department shows up, and I tell him I find all this stuff. And the guy kind of looked at me and he goes, okay, what we do, we'll take this equipment. And he gives me the business card and he goes, if we auction it off and nobody claims it, you get like half the money or something, right? I never got a call. So I bet you that guy just sold it, or
he started a band.
And he started a freaking
band.
He started Guns N' Roses.
No, I'm not that old. But yeah. But I remember seeing that guitar or whatever the heck it is called, and I was like, man, this is sweet. But man, there's probably a couple $1,000s worth of equipment. So I don't know. It's just one of those good stories. But it's funny that I just drove home and I didn't get pulled over by a cop, which was good. Because every time I got pulled over by a cop, they thought I was drunk because I worked in a bar and I would spill beer all over me. And I just
Yeah, you
reeked
stink
like
of
alcohol.
booze, right?
Yeah, but I actually took some sips when I was underage, so it was good.
Man, I don't think there's anything that Ryan doesn't have a story for. You could
Oh,
throw
yeah,
any
just talk to the
topic
guy.
and he's got some.
I could tell you other ones, but I can't tell you on YouTube.
Yeah, we'll do it in the members chat.
Yeah, members.
Now, Ian is not a Joe collector,
Nope.
and you have no interest in these, right?
Yeah, like I mean, they look great. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's no chance of me getting these anyway. Like, I mean, unless I get someone to pick them up for me. And the Joe stuff, yeah, it'll be something else to jump into. I was never big on Joe as a kid. I had a few, but I'm not a big Joe guy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Now, what was GI Joe in the UK? What was it called? Action Force or Action Man?
Oh no, it's called G.I. Joe. It's called
Was it?
G.I. Joe, yeah. But we did have there was something like Action. They released the kind of the 1/6 scale kind of Barbie doll style.
Yeah.
And they called those Action Force. I think those ones couldn't get the license for Joe. So they had the names. They had the names of characters, Snake Eyes and Duke, but they never had the G.I. Joe name. They called them Action Force.
Okay.
But the actual the small ones were all G.I. Joes.
All right, so enough of that little bit of news. There is something that I did want to talk about. We do have a slight Mafex update.
Cool.
So, you want the good news or the bad news?
Start with the bad news.
Everything's delayed.
Oh yeah,
You said surprise.
yeah.
All right.
I expect these as a weekly update by now.
Man.
All right. So the good news. We are scheduled for 2 Spider-Mans this month. This month, it's March 1st here.
Oh,
We are
okay.
getting 2 Spider-Mans this month. The Toby has a street date
Nice.
2 weeks from now.
Oh, cool.
You heard it here first. 2 weeks from now. Now, whether that gets changed, but I was given a street date. And the street date is 2 weeks from today.
So
15th of March. Beware, beware. So that's the first thing. And the other is that 2099 is scheduled for the end of the month.
Cool.
So there's no street date on that, but I was told more likely than not, it will release in March.
Nice.
So I was told maybe let me look at my calendar. I was told probably between the 27th and the 29th. So we'll see. So that's a little bit of a Mafex update that I didn't necessarily have to make a whole new video for. That Toby is releasing in 2 weeks if everything sticks to plan. And the 2099, they are expecting that within the last 3 days of that last full week in March. So the 26th, 27th, or the 27th, the 28th, or the 29th. Most likely the 29th. They usually release stuff on Saturday. So that's good news. I know everybody's really, really itching for that Toby.
Right.
I'll probably grab another one and put that in the member waffle. So maybe I'll say right now, the member waffle for July is going to have a Mafex red suited Jordan. It's going to have the Mafex Daredevil. It'll most likely have Mafex Toby. I might put another Mafex in there. Maybe the Black Panther, because that's such a good figure.
That'd be good.
And I might throw a hot toy in there. Ryan knows what I'm talking about. I might throw a hot toy in there. So we'll see. So again, this is for the channel members, not subscribers. If you're a channel member, this will be the pool. You're not getting all of them, but if you win, you can kind of choose which one you want. So we'll see. So as of right now, that's about 4 or 5 figures that I'm most likely going to have in that pool. And whatever isn't picked will just carry over to the December pool. And if we have more members by then, maybe I'll do 2 giveaways. So we'll see.
That's a cool pool, though.
Yeah, so it is. I think it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Mafex update. So that's anybody have any questions in the chat? Maybe I can answer. I'll count to 10. If you don't have a question, then we'll move on. Why is Ian talking about Bobby?
Yeah, I don't know. I called the Joe a Bobby instead of an action man. I kind of realized that afterwards.
Okay. So Ryan's gonna be a little bit late with his dragon stuff. Or are you ready, Ryan?
I don't want to cheat the people. I'll let you speak. But I'm working on it hard.
So
really
what we'll
hard.
do what we'll do is we'll do the Instagram spin now.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So if you're on Instagram, we had 71 entries. So again, if you win this spin, you are in the final round, apparently, with Ryan. And then we'll spin it then. All right, here we go. $57 looking like. All right, number 57. I don't know who that was, who that is. Everybody who's in the stream, go check what number I put down.
Is this
and
the
see if that's
Instagram one?
you.
What's that now?
This one was the Instagram spin?
Yeah.
This is the Instagram, yeah.
All right. And sorry, what was the number again? 57?
57.
All right, let's see.
Let's see if it's me. That'd be great.
Yeah, Shadow, yeah, we were kind of talking about it before. We are we're excited, but we're kind of we're curious what's it going to be? What's going to happen? Is McFarlane losing the license? What's the scale going to be? So on and so forth. But it is exciting news. It definitely is. So, did you figure it out, Al?
I know what it is. I don't know who they are though.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, you know what? There's multiple, I see there's multiple posts. So I'm checking the other ones right now.
So do you want to know the name?
Instagram has a couple.
So 57 was. Do you want to know the name?
No. Let them figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, like if somebody just posts something and I reach out and that person doesn't check his or her Instagram for a couple of days, it goes to the next person. So in the final spin, if the person who wins is unresponsive, then I'm doing 2 spins. There's the winner, and then there's the runner-up, and then there's the third place. So if the winner is unresponsive, I'll give you a couple of days. That's it. And then if that person doesn't respond, it'll go to the next person, and then finally Ryan. So we'll see.
Okay.
See, I just hinted that Ryan's going to get third place. Nobody said anything.
I was trying to figure that out. I wasn't even listening to you until the very end.
Like the old guys with their hearing aids, turn them up.
Need one of those big old timey horns.
Yeah. All right. So Ryan, did
Yeah.
you finish that?
Yeah, I'm good. This is as good as it's gonna get, guys. I'm
All
sorry.
right,
Yeah.
but you got your 6 figures first, so we got to
No. What the heck? Wait. That ain't it. That's an old one. Hold on. Jeez Louise. It didn't ask for permission. I thought it was weird. So I'm gonna hit present. Slides PDF.
So we still have to spin the YouTube winners, guys. So if you commented and you asked on the YouTube videos, we haven't spun yet your number. So when we do, the winner of that will go with the Instagram winner, the Facebook winner. We'll have 3 numbers on the wheel, and then we'll spin it. And just a reminder, if you're not subscribed to my channel, you don't win. So make sure you're subscribed. You have to also be registered on the Vivian Blues website. If you're not registered, you're not going to win. So you have to register beforehand. You have to subscribe beforehand. You have to follow on Instagram beforehand, before you win. And I'll ask for verification. You'll have to send a picture or something. All right, here we go. Ryan is up.
Yeah, I'm good. Should be a black screen, so let's see.
All right. I just wanted to check. All right, here we go.
The big drop, March 7th, is the Mythic Legions Dragon, of course. So I don't know about you guys, but I was hearing $300 and I heard $500. And let me tell you, we forgot about tax. We forgot about shipping. So they dropped the bomb. So what we know so far, of course, is going to be crowdfunding Friday, March 7th. You got 1 month, which I think is a mistake. Why not give me 2 months? So get all my tax situation. I don't get a tax check back. I have to pay the tax man. So just the flat rate, regular dragon with not the add-ons, and nobody's just going to get the dragon without the add-ons and everything else that comes with it. And shipping's not free. It's going to be $550. 2,000 units need to be sold for them to make this. I think they'll sell 2,000 units, I would think. But the only problem is once you purchase it, they charge you right off the bat. Now, and they're going to have the 4 payment plan, and I do not understand that. So I don't know if it's through Shop, if it's through PayPal. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. And then some people were saying they charge interest. I don't recall ever paying interest on any payments through Shop or PayPal. And if I did, I'm an idiot. So, so I don't recall paying interest. But somebody said there was interest, and I don't recall.
Some credit cards do that, but not those.
Yeah, I don't recall it. So I know they're setting that up, and I don't recall them having any payment plan before. So again, it sounds like it's a first, but I know Shop is easy to do and PayPal is easy. So hopefully it's one of them. And then people were saying, oh, I'll wait till it gets to the retailers. There's no retailers. It's just through their website. So again, the only retailer I can think of is called eBay. And I don't know who's going to want to buy this dragon off eBay. And I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't know. People are going to buy multiples. I understand that. But for me, I can't buy 2. And by the time you ship it and pay your tax and pay the eBay fees and then worry about shipping.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
Yeah. A lot of people don't even open it to inspect it. So before they sell it. So to me, this is something I do have to think about. But if you pass on this, I think you're kind of screwed unless they do a color variation of this down the road.
Which they'll do.
Yeah, they'll do. But I mean, dragons, man, I got to go with a green dragon at least. But the size too. People aren't thinking about the size. And we'll talk about that down a couple more slides. But guys, this thing ain't probably going to be released until, I don't know, 2027. So just wait. Now, this
is time to move and get a bigger place.
Yeah, or get rid of stuff, or I need to just give up on the exercise equipment, which I have not touched in 20 years. So, yeah, I tried to work out, got a hernia like the first day. I gave it up. And I just, Yeah. So who knows? So this is the regular version. So again, I don't see many people buying just the regular. You're going to have to go all in, and it's going to cost you another 150 to get the add-ons. And who knows what these stretch goals are? And it sounds like we're going to have to pay extra for them anyway. So who knows? This is the dragon with the add-ons, and just look at that. It's massive, but I don't think you get the full scale of this unless you saw it in person, or you look at, I think the next picture is insane. And I don't have any measurements on this. Well, I'll go to the next one. Look at that wingspan. Holy crap.
It's huge.
I mean, yeah. Like, I don't even know if I have a basement. I might have to actually clean it up to just be able to display this thing.
I think
This
you're the
doesn't
only
go
one
on a
of us
shelf.
that might be able to squeeze that in.
Like this
Ryan
is
could fit it. Come on.
this is
You're the only one of
coffee
us, though.
table. Watch where you're walking moment. You know,
Yeah.
nobody. This is like put a rope around it. You know, no touching sign. I mean, that's crazy. Unless I'm not. I mean, that wingspan. I want like. Does anyone know the wingspan of this thing? And then that also brings me back to this picture here. Now, this is what supposedly the measurements are. So again, they can always make changes. So this is with everything on it. And I mean, just look at that. I have it broken down. I had to do some math. Even though I teach math, I still need to think about that. But that's with the add-ons. So the add-ons, I believe, is the fire, a different head sculpt, and wings are different. So those are the three things. I don't think the tail changes though. I mean, this
Tail
thing's
is cool.
This thing's a beast. But that right there, I saw that picture. I was like, crap. Like seriously, my ATRT Hot Toy 1/6 scale, I didn't even measure that right. It doesn't even fit on anything. So I have to lower the legs. I don't know how much maneuvering of this dragon you want to do with the wings. I would hate to be the guy who breaks it for how much it's going to cost. Now, it's huge, guys. I mean, I'm not even going to tell you the details on this. It's big. It's almost as big as me. So, no, I got it. Regular dragon right here. 4.5 feet long. Massive. How tall? 2 feet and 4 inches. So, again, I hate I hope this was in inches. I'm pretty sure it's inches, right? Because they wouldn't use the metric system.
Yeah.
So this is in inches. So it's massive. And when you add on the wings, it gets even larger. So the add-on, you know, you go from 4.5 feet long to 5 feet and 10 inches long, you know, basically almost 6 feet.
Put him on top of the USS Flag.
I mean, it's almost as tall as Ian, right? No, I was gonna say Robert, but Robert, yeah, I still,
Yeah, you tell me.
Ian,
yeah, I'm not tall either.
Ian, he's
But
the same height as
I'm
you.
Irish, but at the same time, this thing is crazy big. I don't think people understand. Like the ATRT, I was having issues with, right? The dewback. What the heck? I gotta change my lifestyle for this dragon. You know, I might not let people down my basement after this, but I mean the wingspan. I need somebody to figure out the whole wingspan measurement. So 5 feet and 10 inches long, 2 feet or 2 feet and 4 inches tall. So this add-on is a must, and it's going to cost you $150. Plus, you got to pay taxes. And we'll
For the add-on.
This is the box. Okay,
That's
this is
insane.
the box that's coming. No, this is.
Does it say fragile on it?
This is like the fragility or
Is
whatever
that
the
the
hell.
Jericho missile that Tony Stark made?
Yeah, I don't know, but I just got a big box. It's going to be massive. Now, when I was doing statues and stuff, they were getting shipped straight from China, and it sounds like they're not going to do straight shipping. They're going to ship it to them, and then they're going to reship it. So
Where are they?
where are they from? It's not Rhode Island, is it? I don't know, New Jersey or Rhode Island. I think for some reason.
Oh, it's
Well, look at your
Those
shipping. I
tiny
don't have
bits.
one in front of me. I should know it, but I don't watch all their streams. They have streams on all the time, and I never really pay attention. But it's coming from the East Coast, right? So I know a lot of these statue companies because it was $300 or $400 back in 3 years ago, and I don't know what it is now, but it's going to be heavy. They're acting like it's going to be, nice quality, heavy plastic. It's not going to be hollow. And then you got the add-on. So are they going to ship it in one big box, or are they going to do it in smaller boxes? Because I remember when I would ship helmets and stuff. I mean, they were $60 right off the bat, and that was 4 or 5 years ago. And
Just
everybody's
a lot
acting like
of that.
shipping's insane now.
Yeah.
But and you got tax, so $550 add on the add-on. That's what, $700, and all the other extra stuff, and then you got tax and shipping. So you might be pushing 1,000 plus. And if it's that, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if I can survive at my age. I wish I was younger and I could just hustle and hustle and hustle. But, you're going to have to make sacrifices. And when I try to make sacrifices, what do I let go? I mean, I can't get rid of Hot Toys. I mean, Hot
Your
Toys,
medicine.
just collecting just Star Wars, Clone Wars. And then you have all these, game figures that are coming out. And then you get like a little deal here and there, like my Iron Patriot I bought. And then you got a complete lines. It's insane the amount of money I spend on stuff. And then Valverse, I collect Valverse. I collect, of course, G.I. Joe, Mafex. And then I come across, weird things like Savage Crucible. And then I dive into that. And I haven't even talked about M.A.S.K. and just trying to figure out how am I going to afford this. So again, and then Mythic Legions, like, what do I not buy? Cosmic Legions are what, 30 something % off right now, BBTS. And I've been looking at a figure forever that was 120. It's down to $80. Do I buy that? And then you got a guy that has an addiction of just spending money, spending that cash. And you try to figure out, how am I going to save books, stuff like that. So it's going to take a massive amount of money to just purchase this thing that's not going to show up at your door until maybe 2 years. And then imagine this thing falling off a shelf or something. And the investment and QC issues. And this is what, their first drag. I don't know. Well, they've done the big trolls, but man, I'm telling you, I mean, I'm going to think they're going to take their time on it. And the paint quality, everybody said it was unbelievable, the amount of paint they put on it and the care that they'll put into it. So,
Well, how does that translate into like the finished product though? That's
yeah. I mean, this could have been, spent all this time on making it look good, and then you get the actual product.
and the tail won't attach; it keeps falling off.
Yeah, and the wings don't stay up. And
Yeah, they keep
it's
toppling over.
It's it's going to be. I'm not 100% on this. So on March 7th, when that pops, I'm not in a hurry, but I'll be waiting until the end of the month to decide if I go in on it or not. And it really depends on the other lines, the other things I collect. But at the same time, oh shoot,
She's a drug dealer.
Huh? No, it's somebody else that pushes drugs.
Not that person, somebody else.
Yeah, she's probably trying to kill me on purpose. So I better be careful. Yeah. Hey, you see a story about me, like what just happened in the Southwest with a famous actor, then it might be me next. Yeah. So who knows? It's going to take a lot of money, but 2-year investment, paying up front. A lot of things can change. I've seen investors over the year, or not investors, collectors over the years. In 2 years, they don't even like what they were collecting. And you look at the Star Wars community.
Yeah,
A lot of things can change.
yeah.
G.I.
Yeah,
Joe comes out
for
with the
something
flag.
like this, you got to be all in, and I think you have to have a real idea of what you're gonna do. With
Yeah,
it.
and I'm telling you, that flag's coming out too soon. 6 scale. So
Ramen toys.
yeah, ramen toys. I should just buy the MUSK and say heck with it, but I don't really collect TMNT, and I don't
Wait,
know.
you're not getting the MUSK?
I don't know, man. I mean,
Come on, dude.
but why doesn't he? Well, why not come out with different options down the road? So
Well,
I
he's
think
not
they
gonna
will.
if you don't buy the first thing.
oh, I know.
That's,
I don't.
You know
think
what though? So how much is the MUSK?
$250.
That's
$250.
nothing. That's nothing for me. But I will tell you though, I'm waiting for this A team band.
You can buy mine then.
hey, remember,
Dude,
All around.
I waste $250 on random stuff. Just random.
All
crap.
right, so
Remember,
the next
the
stream, you can give away a MUSK. We've all agreed.
No.
Raise your hands if you think this is a good idea.
yeah,
No,
let's do
no,
it.
no.
Hey, but
All
Ryan,
right,
remember,
all right. Four in the approve. Let's go. Next
I'm
stream.
not dumb though. Don't take advantage of me. I'm out of
Well,
here.
you have been saving money. You told us.
I
This is your
know. I don't want
opportunity.
to get in this. Yeah, but I gotta save a lot more, man. Yeah.
And I don't think the MUSK locks you into just turtles and stuff. You could put whatever you
No,
want.
I don't
on
have
there.
any
Well,
turtle.
But
That ramen challenger is gonna look awesome sitting on the flat top.
I know.
On the blacktop.
I'm just worried what he's gonna come out next.
Yeah.
hey, remember what I told you on
But
the Holly Posable stream? 78 points of articulation said him and Ace are they're going to work
They're working on it on an adjacent piece.
Oh,
now
the
does
X-Men.
70
It was the X-Men, right?
does 78 points live in Japan or Albuquerque?
No,
He's in China.
He's in
no,
China.
he's
Or is he in
Sorry,
Singapore?
Indonesia, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So not Albuquerque.
No, not there.
but that was the plan. That from what he said, that they're looking to see how it would, coincide with the MUSK, and if you want to start doing some world building,
Yeah.
but that dial that they're going to come out
Dude,
with.
I got freaking world building in my goddamn backyard.
You got the Lego set. Come on, man.
That's actually a good idea. I got a spot for your dragon. Just make
Yeah.
your battle damage with the dragon on.
Have it coming. Yeah, have it like the head coming. through the tunnel.
Yeah.
Hey, you still got roof space. Just
Yeah, you're right. Okay,
Yeah.
so how many days do I have till the MUSK?
You have until the 4th, I think, to get the early bird.
Yeah.
So the early bird, you save $50.
But the shipping's 50.
The shipping.
Yeah,
is-
so it's basically
it's
if you
free
do the
shipping.
early bird, it's the regular price.
All right, I 24 by 36. I think.
Something like
I
that.
don't know. Okay, I will.
Or 18 by 36, something maybe.
Is he going to Joe Fest? Maybe I can.
Yeah, he is, I think.
Will he have the MUSK then? Though I don't even know.
Probably not.
No.
No.
Okay. Well, I guess I will do it, and I will sell my kidneys for him.
They always grow back, right?
Yeah.
Your liver grows back, not your kidneys.
Okay.
I see the wheels turning and well concerned.
They grow back. They're there. Whoa.
I can start selling them on the black market. Yeah.
There you go. You got your black market organ side hustle going.
Just scam people.
All right. Enough of this. All right, let's start getting into the real business here. It's 6 figures a month.
Okay, I go last. I don't even have my.
All right, you can go last. We'll start with Pretty Boy Al.
All right. Okay,
Are we calling him that forever now?
Yeah,
I don't know
that's his
why.
name.
Probably not. But all right, so 6 figures. Let's see. Okay, so what was my
He's
number?
channeling that Ian energy here.
Number 6. Actually, I got a pretty nice haul from Big Bad Toy Store the other day. It was like months of I was waiting for Indy to ship out. So once Indiana Jones was available, I got a couple more things after, and I shipped it all out. But starting off with number 6, some little basic stuff, nothing too crazy, but that Secret Wars Wolverine.
Oh, you got him.
I really like the Secret Wars line. It has that retro vibe to it. This one is very well based on that original Toy Biz.
Yeah.
Or was it? Yeah, Toy Biz Secret Wars figure. The design with the bright, more like a bright brown tint. This is actually a pretty cool figure. I mean, since Mafex doesn't want to give us a brown Wolverine, I guess somebody had to. CT Toys and Hasbro, but yeah, nothing too crazy. But really like that old school vibe. He has that very almost like a John Byrne look, you know, with the smirk on his face. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a solid figure, especially for $25. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, this is what I had for number 6. Number five is actually still in the same line as that Secret Wars Captain America. This one I'm actually pretty impressed with. The sculpting on it is good. He does have that more bright blue look to it, so it looks very classic. I see a lot of people also saying that this is probably one of the better Hasbro Captain Americas that they have made. They're putting on par with that anniversary one.
Does this one have butterfly joints on the shoulder?
This one does not. The Wolverine does though, but this one doesn't.
The shield looks great though.
Yeah, shield
The
does
shield
look good.
looks cool, but I will tell you one thing: it is very gummy. It's very soft.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, I was pretty bummed by that. But other than that, the figure itself is pretty good. I've seen some people do some kit bashing with this. They're taking the accessories from the Diamond Select Captain America, the shield, and the straps.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm probably gonna do that just to kind of give him a regular Captain America look. Yeah, I was actually pretty surprised by some of these Secret War figures. They're pretty good for Marvel Legends. They're all pinless too, so for anyone that has that wants more of a better aesthetically pleasing looking figure. But yeah, this one was pretty solid overall. Number 4, I finally got this in after a couple months waiting from. Oh, actually, no, that's not my number 4 yet. Wait, is it? Oh yeah, it was this one. Yeah, the Revoltech Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden. I was waiting for this invoice from Hobby Genki for, I was like almost 2 months. I put in the request, and then it was back in like mid-December or early December, and they were just lagging. They went on holiday. When they came back, they still hadn't sent me an invoice. And by the time I noticed that Ryu was starting to come out, I just messaged them because I had already paid for it, and I was like, "Hey, can you just add this one to my invoice?" And the next day, they sent the invoice with Ryu in it. So, awesome figure. It doesn't feel like a Revoltech figure or Yamaguchi. I know some people are having QC issues with theirs. So far, I haven't found.
Ian was having major issues.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, nothing so far with mine. Love the games.
Derek's made loads of adjustments to his, right? He's put oil on stuff. He's kind of added nail polish to areas. Like it seems like some.
Yeah. Dark, are you saying?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he did a bunch.
He had to add glue or do something to the knee joint. So yeah, I think some people are having some issues.
I think he did something.
I haven't really played around with them yet, so we'll see what's up. But yeah, I love the games. Love the NES games, and I also really love when they brought it back for that Xbox generation. These games are awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna play around with them a little bit more. But yeah, so far it's a solid figure. I know people are already saying that this could be a possible figure of the year, so we'll see how that goes. But they also yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people already so hyped about it. But they are also going to be releasing a Ryu from Ninja Gaiden 3. So that one will probably go up on pre-order sometime this year. But yeah, awesome figure. All right, so number 3, I have the Mafex Black Panther 1.5. Where did he go? Oh, right here. Yeah, I just got this one in from Ami earlier this week, or I'm sorry, last week. Wow, the detailing on this figure is amazing. Compared to even
Definitely
like
top 5 Mafex for the year, from in my
Yeah.
opinion. I don't see many figures topping it.
Do you have the original too?
I don't. This is my first Black Panther from Mafex, but
yeah,
this the sculpting on it's amazing. I was actually really shocked when I opened it up. Didn't expect this level of detail, especially with a lot of the MCU stuff that they came out with last year, like the stuff from Winter Soldier, like the Captain America, the classic Captain America. I wasn't really impressed by that. This figure is really really good, and it's awesome. He comes with that throne as well. The Chadwick T'Challa head sculpt is really really good too. Yeah, this figure is awesome.
This is the
Really
first
glad I didn't sleep on this because I almost. Oh, that's the first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the picture, the comparisons. Yeah, you could see the difference, but yeah, I almost slept on this. I thought I had it pre-ordered, and I guess I didn't. And I think when you were first talking about the delays, Rob, I looked and was like, oh crap, I don't have this pre-ordered, so I put it in like shortly before it was set to come out. But yeah, this is an awesome figure. I wouldn't sleep on this one.
No, definitely not. This is a great figure, and I think a lot of people are going to regret not picking it up once it's gone.
Yeah, and especially with Killmonger being announced, I'm sure they'll look great together.
Oh, yeah.
And the price on it compared to what prices are going for now, the fact that you get that throne with it,
it's a good price.
It's a really good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. And my number 2 was one of the figures I mentioned earlier that I was waiting for. Is that M.A.S.K Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Look at that. I thought I pre-ordered like 3 of these, and I didn't have any.
Did you never find one?
No, Al ended up getting on a wait list for me.
Yeah, and it actually, I got the email that's saying it's converting, so Rob's gonna get his.
Nice.
So yeah, so I got that email, but yeah, this figure's awesome. This is actually only my second M.A.S.K. I wasn't really much of a M.A.S.K person until the bad influence Ryan started talking him up.
Wait, what's your first one?
My first one was Dr. Doom, actually.
You don't have the King Conan?
I'm actually going to pick that one up next. I wasn't really interested with that because when that came out, that's when I didn't really care about M.A.S.K.s. But after seeing a bunch of really good M.A.S.K. pictures and Ryan just talking up, Jason talking him up, I was, and then I forgot who it was. It was either Jason or Ryan had mentioned that Indiana Jones was on Big Bad Toy Store. I jumped on it right away. One thing though,
I remember that. I already had
it. But yeah, he comes with awesome accessories. It's the Raiders of the Lost Ark one, so he does come with like the golden idol and the shrine.
Wait. Does he come with the ark, or is that the bag?
Tot comes with the ark.
Yeah,
he comes with the pedestal and the idol.
Yeah, this one comes with the idol and the shrine, and he also comes with it's spider webs that you could put on his back,
which is really cool, right?
Yeah, I mean, M.A.S.K has some really good accessories. That's one thing I'll give him for. I would you'd hope Mafex had those type of accessories, but it seems like all the newer Mafex stuff is coming with less accessories, which sucks. But I will say though, the one thing about this figure that's kind of a bummer, and I know Jason and Ryan had pointed it out before, was the holster for the gun. Like that flap just doesn't stay down.
And it's worth put the gun in there. Jeez.
Yeah, and try to use the holster with the gun in it. It's like forget about it. So I have his satchel in the wrong spot, but I kind of have it over the holster just to kind of help hold it down. But yeah, that's the one bummer about the figure. But other than that, the head sculpts are good for especially at 1/12 scale. You can definitely tell it's Harrison Ford. Yeah, it's an awesome figure. And
all it would have taken was a small piece of wire to fix that holster.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I don't want to glue it. I don't want to mess it up. So I'm just gonna kind of leave it alone. But it might be good to ask around in the M.A.S.K groups to see if there's any hacks for it. yeah, that's my number 2. And keeping in theme for the, I guess the archaeologist explorer, the Lim Toys Nathan Drake
Ah,
from the
that one looks
Uncharted.
great.
Wow, this figure
Damn.
is freaking crazy.
That's out already?
Yeah, it
Been
came
out
out
for 2 months.
I think last month or something. Yeah, this figure is crazy amazing. And guys, this is a third-party figure. This isn't a licensed figure, which I was actually kind of surprised because when you actually open up the box, it actually says Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, Nathan Drake.
Really?
So, yeah, but we all know that Lucas makes unlicensed stuff.
China
and I-
don't care.
Yeah, because I know when they were
China don't care.
advertising it, they used like a a generic name, but yeah, in the box it actually says it's the real logo and everything, right here.
Dude, that is.
Yeah,
That is next level balls from Lim Toys.
Yeah, and it's crazy. They actually use like this seamless forearm sculpt mold, so it looks seamless. But yeah, the details on this figure is amazing. They added like this sweat detail on his neck that's kind of hard to see. I don't know if it comes out on the camera.
Yeah,
But when you're kind of looking at it,
I need that
it
so
actually-
badly.
yeah, it looks like real sweat. Yeah, this figure's amazing. And
But the Lim Toy
Yeah.
stuff is like all the Lim Toy stuff. Like I've got the Last of Us stuff, and like even that scale, like the detailing on those things are insane. So
Oh,
Yeah,
like,
all the stuff Lim Toys has put out has been pretty good.
yeah, I still actually need to pick up that Last of Us set and also their
the Last
They're
of Us
metal
guys, like,
gears.
even the detailing on like that that scale is insane.
that's 1/12, right?
That's 1/12, yeah.
Yeah.
1/6 would be even better for sure.
Yeah. I'm surprised they haven't made a 1/6 Last of Us because I know with Metal Gear they've done both scales, a 1/12 and 1/6. But yeah, that this Nathan Drake figure, for me this is already in the top running for 1/6 figure of the year so far. I mean, it's early in the year, but wow, I can't believe how good this is, and all the accessories it comes with too is amazing.
Where do you get that from, Mal? Where do you pick that up from? You say Big
This
Bad?
one I ordered. I pre-ordered it from 1/6 Kit, like when he
Oh,
first
1/6.
posted it up. So it was like I think I looked at the date. I ordered this thing in like 2023 or so. So it took a while for it to come in, but that's how 1/6 stuff is. When we talk about Mafex delays, I'm not really too bummed because like wow, that's not so bad compared to like what Hot Toys does sometimes with their delays. But yeah, no, this good figure. I highly recommend it, especially if you're a fan of the games.
I love the games, and that's a perfect likeness.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It really is good.
How much did you pay for that? Oh,
I think total it was about two. I want to say maybe 230, 250 maybe tops. Yeah.
All right, Jason's up.
Oh, perfect. As long as I can show my crappy slides before Ian goes, I'm a happy dude.
I turned things back. I felt bad last time.
No, man. I mean, they're awesome.
I just went regular this time.
All right, let's go. We got a timeline here. Let's go.
Okay, I'll hustle through mine. Mafex Eradicator. It's finally almost done with the Reign of the Superman and Rise and Death of Superman figure. So I'm real happy to get this one. The paint is beautiful. I know, Robert, you went over this one in depth, so I won't stay too long on it. But it's a fun figure to play around with. The effects are cool. It doesn't have a ton. He's got the extra glowing hands and the beam effects, and the cape is beautiful. It's kind of reminiscent of I'm trying to think. One of the Thor capes, I think, had sort of big pads underneath it, so it pops up like it looks in the. I think it might have been the SHF one that did that, but cool one. Really dig that. Hellboy. I love Hellboy. I love Mike Mignola. I love everything he's ever written. I read all the Hellboys and BPRD and Abe Sapien and Lobster Johnson. So I was bummed when I started collecting this and saw what it went for in the aftermarket, and I wasn't doing that. But they re-released him as a 30th anniversary edition. Comes with a lot of cool stuff, and the demon hand is actually pretty well done. It's got a hidden hinge so that you can. Here, I'll show you. I don't know if this will show up at all, but it's got a hidden hinge in it that'll allow you to bend it through, which of course is now not working. There we go. So you can actually get some good motion out of it. But comes with a couple heads. The horns are interchangeable between the heads. Comes with this big cannon. This one did the holster right. It's just a opening at the top, so you can put it in and the holster will close over the top. A little cheaper and not as nicely made there as Indy, but that was one way to do it. And the coat is entirely wired. Collar, the bottom, the sides, all of it. And of course, he comes with his hand cannon and all that. So not a ton of accessories to it, but it's a topic I love. If you've not read the stories, I highly recommend it. Let's see.
I thought this released a couple months ago.
I just got it.
No?
It did, but I just got it.
Kind of like, wow.
Yeah, I'll leave the name of that store alone, Hobby Genki. But it took a long time to get. So I've got a few of those on here. I played a lot of catch up this month, which leads me to Spider-Man India.
Wow, you got this, huh?
What's that?
You got this, huh?
Yeah, the paint is absolutely beautiful. If you're a fan of the Spider-Verse stuff, man, the way they blended the purple and the gold and the blue, it's just a beautiful picture. Both the heads.
Are those your photos?
Oh, all these are my pictures.
Dude, how did you figure out how to use those freaking web things, man? I got this in December, and I was like, how do these random like? I'm like, how do these work? And I'm like, oh man, I forget it. I'll just use the one that's just straight. I don't know how the bendy one.
So there's two halves to it, and they are a pain in the ass to put together, because it's so you've got the web line, and then in the middle there's a small disc with two prongs on it, but it's soft plastic, so if you push too hard, those are going to get crushed. But if you don't push hard enough, it also won't stay on. So. Oh, cut out part of the web line on the bottom right one. That's too funny. That one's kind of cool, so you can have it run around him and off his foot. But
yeah, man, you've done a good job with that. Like I couldn't figure out how to that long bend one. I didn't know how that worked. That's really. I like how you bent that over his foot. That's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, I left him that way because it took forever.
One great thing with his figure is that you can articulate it in the waist joint. So
yes,
and it bends and it leaves a gap. But then you use the scarf to cover the gap, so you can't see the gap. So you can get this crazy amount of articulation at his waist. It's really good.
Yeah, it's just a really well constructed figure. But the paint I keep coming back to is just stunning on this. You got it in hand, Ian, right?
Yeah, it's really good.
Just pretty to look at. I remember showing a buddy of mine. He's like, that may be the best looking paint on a figure.
Or all the gold lines around the white and stuff. Like you'd think there'd be mistakes, but it's really well done. Yeah,
I had zero blemishes, because you look at that and you're like, it's a lot of detail, especially with the spider emblem on his chest, and it's 100% perfect, no issues whatsoever. So anyway, I know we got to keep moving. M.A.S.K Superman. Al, as you were saying, it is a long, expensive trek once you get into M.A.S.K to start recollecting everything. But this is what I'd always heard really good things about. He comes with, like all the M.A.S.K ones do, an intimidating amount of accessories. It's the soft goods are really good. He's got, I think it's the Mercy plant that's attached to him in the lower left, and he's got a Phantom Zone projector and a big bunch of kryptonite. Normally, I'm not real up on light up parts like the eyes and stuff where you have to pull out the internals to get to it. It looks great, and it looks great in person too. Yeah. He looks good flying, and then he's got multiple beam effects, which is the way I left him, like it is in the upper right. So you can It's got that. It's got a blast effect you can attach to it. It's got heavier effects to it. It comes with a little starro that you can put on his face, recreate classic DC moments. But
now you got to get the black suit mullet head Spider-Man or Superman, because that head will fit on him.
Will it?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, he's on my very long list of M.A.S.K things to go out and find. So he's on there too. Just got another M.A.S.K Batman today for the absolute steal. I'm almost a little embarrassed on that one.
Which Batman?
I got the which one? Sovereign. I think it's the Sovereign Knight. The one where he's a bit older.
Yeah. I've seen that. I've seen a lot of pictures.
Yeah, I got the one with the black and gray suit, and then I'm gonna get the PX one that has the blue eventually.
Yeah, I had that one and I sold it years ago. The PX exclusive, but isn't that really expensive?
Depends which one. There are so many variations.
Yeah.
If you're talking about the one that came in like a yellow tin with the blue and the oval emblem on his chest, it's like 120 to 130.
I think mine was like 250 when I sold it. So
you did well. Yeah, they range all over the place.
It's been years and years.
I'll say the Sovereign Knight I got today normally is, I think, 120. Some people try to jack it way up to like 200, and I got it for $63. So that was a good one. Let's see.
Numero dos.
I like this one so much. I made 2 slides for him, and I know Al already talked on him a bunch, but he is a fun figure to play with. And until I got my number 1, this was my couldn't put down. I am waiting for Rob to hear about them shoulders. I get that. He's fun. He comes with a ton of accessories. I loved the video games back in the day, so it was cool to get. Oops. That's a leftover from last time's slides.
It's weird how Ian keeps getting all of these defective figures and everybody else seems to be okay.
To be fair, I had one problem with him that I caused. I moved his right leg a little too quickly and pulled the bottom off, but it popped back in and hasn't been a problem.
But it's not stiff.
No, I got lucky. I had no problems. Didn't have to heat him up or do anything special to him. He just was good straight out of the box.
Yeah.
But super posable, super flexible. I think some people actually complained about the ab crunch, and he's got ab crunch for days. That the picture on the right there, I've actually got his feet standing on that scabbard right on his back. So you can move him around a bunch. I have to say, as much as it was cool to use in the game, the blades made him hard to pose, feel a little fragile, and just a little too Wolverine-y for me. So I left that part off, but they are cool in hand. Hard to photograph though.
This figure looks really good. I've used there's got the Bandai smoke effects and the fire effects.
Yeah.
Put the fire around him and it looks insane, man. Like just having him pose with the blades and the fire coming out. Like, yeah, it's very photogenic.
That's what I love about these figures. They're just so posable. The sky's the limit on these, and I never really 100% feel like I'm gonna break them like with the Mafex, where I'm just more careful with it. But yeah, so far so good. And back to M.A.S.K. These pictures came out weird. I admit that. I don't know why the hood does that. This is Doc Nocturnal. I tried to find him for a while and got lucky and got a copy. There is so much detail on him. It's unbelievable. You do have to be careful, like others have said, with that skull pin, which you have to pull out and put back in to put the cape. It comes with 2 of them, which is good because the first one, even if you heat it up, was so hard in there that the skull broke off, and I had to work on it for a good 20, 30 minutes with needle nose pliers before I could even get it out at all. But man, he's got just tons of little gadgets, even like that little whatever the watch thing is he's got going on, has a tiny flip-up lid with a ton of detail inside. He's got a couple of guns. He's got like 4 guns. It's got a real cool sci-fi feel. That's his original face on the left, and then you can put the skull different skull pieces on. Some people have had trouble getting those on and off, but if you just pull it real careful, it slides off pretty easy. And then here's the rest of them. If you see that, like just the details on that grenade on the lower left, I wanted to put in there because it's tiny, but they still took the time to mold in and paint the little skull. It's got a little claw, so you can have him either having it stationary or with the wire throwing it out there. That machine gun is super cool. It folds up, so it ends up looking like this, and it's holsterable. And he's got all kinds of soft goods. So he's got like a little harness. So he's got a harness. This thing folds up and then unloads out like this, and then he's got his gun. It's just a cool little thing, and it folds up so that it can fit in his holster. The soft good holsters and stuff take a little bit of dexterity, which I'm generally pretty bad at. And then, oh yeah, he's got the gas mask on the right. The pictures don't do it justice at all. It's just a beautiful picture with, yet again, an intimidating number of accessories. He's got, that's my doorbell.
Oh, new toys!
And there goes my dog. Hopefully you can't all hear that. So that's my number one. If you get a chance to get him, I can't recommend it highly enough. It's a beautiful figure. There's so much detail.
Nice. Well, I don't have this on pre-order, or I didn't order it. So
yeah, I had to get it at aftermarket.
Yeah.
But once again, I found a good deal.
There you go.
All right.
All right. Next up is Ian.
Okie doke. So yeah, I'll go through mine. Some of mine I've kind of cheated a little bit. I've gone with a couple of vehicles. Just as a quick honorable mention, this is a figure I've talked about before, but my Momo ISA that I have from Dandanam, I got the cloth goods from China, and man, it makes this figure so much better. The articulation on this thing is just incredible now. So if anyone has that from the past, I definitely recommend that. But okay, so let's go through number 6. I'm trying to build on my cyberpunk figures. So I picked up this Lost Kant, I think it's called. It's the Lost Kant Blade Violet. And yeah, like this figure, man, like for the price is insane. The amount of accessories you get like normal legs, which like kind of like cyborg legs, but then you get these crazy ones. You get cloth goods with it, so you get this really great jacket, which is really cool. I'm not a big fan of the face. She's got like a very kind of cute, kind of Japanese style face, but you get this face mask that you can put on. And yeah, when it's like complete, like this figure is just insane. And the great thing with this, you can kind of take the head off and change it with some other figures. So I put the Jada Toys, some of the Jada Toys head on there, and yeah, man, like this is just a great figure. Like the articulation on this thing is just super smooth, and yeah, just the amount of accessories that it comes with that you can use with this. It comes with a base that actually acts as a container for all the pieces as well. So yeah, I just think for the money, like this is insane. Just such a great figure to play around with. Looks good with the Cyberpunk Jada Toys figures as well.
What does that one go for?
I paid 8,000 yen for that. How much is that, James? I don't know. Robert, sorry.
Maybe like $59.
Yeah, so it's quite a bit less than a Mafex. Okay, next one is I said before, I think like on the last one I picked up the Joy Toy Rocksteady Bebop and Rocksteady. But I picked up these are Joy Toy. This is for a different line, but I picked up the motorbikes. These things are insane, and the price of these is unbelievable. Like I paid 3,000 yen each for these, which, and you know, once you put the figures on there, I also have the third one with the sidecar, and I'm trying to get. I've got the foot soldier, but I'm trying to get a shredder.
How much?
So I'm gonna have
3,000?
3,000 yen for that motorbike. And it comes with so much like these little pieces that you can kind of put on. This, I mean, it's really well painted as well. Like the parts look like metal. It looks dirty. Of course, it only fits the scale of the Joy Toy stuff, so it won't fit other scales. But yeah, just having those two on display with the smoke effects coming off from the Bandai.
Yeah.
It's a really good combination. Okay, number 4, can't remember. Okay, so me and Al have been talking a little about the Luffy figures. I picked up the Luffy, and I got the Gum set, which adds all these bendy pieces, which is really cool to
They're
have on
solid
display.
pieces, right?
Say again?
They're solid pieces, right? Like
No,
there's no wire in them. Is there a
there's
wire?
wire. They're elasticated. Look, it just bends.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you get like the arms, the legs. You get an extra hat. You get the new faceplate as well. And just the combination, like, to be honest, the bendy pieces cost more than the actual figure, but not much more. But even combined, again, around 8,000 yen for the two together, and you basically get like two figures. You get, like, of course, the standalone with all the face plates and stuff, and then you get the base and the bendy parts. And yeah, just like playing with this thing and just posing it, it's really cool. The arm part, the only bad part of it is this you kind of take the arm joint out and you got the joint there, but you've got to take this freaking ball joint off,
take it out
to go into there. And this one came off fine, but this one's like freaking stuck in there. So I'm gonna get some pliers to freaking pull that thing out, but I just don't know why they didn't include a ball joint. Like, makes no sense. Like, why would you not put a ball joint in there? Also, I've seen some reviews where people have bent it here, and the ball joint starts to come through the rubber because it is quite soft and it's permanently damaged. So if you do pick this up, just make sure you just do no bending here at the shoulder joint. But yeah, that's a nice fun one to play around with. Next one is the Mirko or Mirko, however people pronounce it over there, from My Hero Academia. Yeah, I was really excited for this because she's one of my favorite characters in that show. And yeah, she's a bit pricey. I think she's going for 12,000 retail at the actual official store, and she doesn't come with much at all. But it's just such a fun figure to play around with from Reveltech. And this one I have no issues with. Everything just moves really smoothly. Whatever pose you get her in, it's she looks really cool. And yeah, it's a good female figure to add to the collection to go with the rest of the. Because I'm pretty sure that Figure Arts won't be making this character. So yeah, she's a nice fun figure to play around with. Okay, let's go to number 2.
Oh, sorry, hold on.
Put me back. So yeah, I picked up the motorbike from the Figma Cyberpunk X-Ride. Motorbike. I haven't put the stickers on yet because it takes time, it takes effort, and I haven't had that time yet. But you get a bunch of decals that can fit on, and even without the decals, it's a beautiful looking bike. It's such a cool looking bike. Just little parts that just move up and down, really cool. The wheels spin, and it scales pretty well with the Jada Toys Cyberpunk stuff. So I've got the Cyberpunk figures next to it.
That's a great looking bike.
I even had that other figure sitting on it, the Lost Comp figure. But anything that you put on it looks really cool. And even putting it next to anime characters or any other character, it's a good little display piece. And yeah, this is the version from the game. Yeah. But man, I love this thing. It's just a beautiful looking take on the Akira bike. And yeah, it's good. A good display piece.
Might work well with Gun Girl when she comes out.
Yeah, well, that's it. I want to try and have more sort of cyberpunk play. You got Buzzmod of making their line.
Yeah.
Jada's coming out with more stuff. Then you've got the Gunga, which I have got pre-ordered, so I should be getting that as well.
Yeah,
Did-
me
did-
too. I'm
didn't
excited
Figma-
for that one.
Didn't Figma make a figure too? From the
Figma
game?
made the game character, so they
Yeah,
made the male game character.
Yeah.
But I think that one looks almost live action-ish, just because
Yeah, it's
of,
like more realistic look.
Yeah.
yeah, it looks more realistic. And I don't really get like that. I mean, that character, I guess. It depends how you play the game, right? So if you
Yeah.
kind of
So you make you really make your
make
own.
your own character, so like, who is that dude? Like, yeah. But I haven't actually seen that for sale anywhere. That figure, I'd have to see it up close before buying it. Okay. Number one goes to Sabine. I think I showed this before on our other
Oh
stream.
yeah, you did.
Yeah.
The Sabine. I got this pretty early in the month. But yeah, she's a beautiful looking figure. I haven't got her posed up yet. I haven't even had. I mean, I have to make some space and figure out how to pose her up. But
Still
she comes
got
with
the
the lock
plastic
as
on
well.
it.
Yeah.
Still got the plastic on it. Yeah, the
Yeah.
plastic. I haven't even figured out how to put the helmet on. Let me grab the helmet. So the helmet comes with like this balaclava thing inside. I haven't tried. I don't know
Yeah.
if I just pop it on. Do I take that out? I don't know.
No, you take the head off and then
Just
put it
pop
on
that
the
through.
It's
the
a
piece.
separate piece, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just seems like there's a lot of fabric there. So I don't know. Once it's on, it probably looks fine. But I just don't want to have a bunch of like fabric coming out from below her neck. But even when I pose it, I don't think I'll be able to give up on that head sculpt.
That head sculpt's beautiful.
Yeah, it is really
Yeah.
cool. And I mean, she comes with the blasters and stuff and a few different things. So yeah, once I've started working with my Hot Toy stuff, I'll get that displayed. Okay, that's it. That's it from me.
All right. Nice.
Nice.
We're waiting on the collector.
I don't need slides. I'm just gonna show
Oh
you.
my God, he's gonna wing it. Here we
So I'm
go.
gonna wing it. So
He's going figure commando.
yeah, I gave up. So basically, as you can see, I have this little card table behind me that I just open crap on. So I got some stuff that I got this month, I'm pretty sure. So I don't really have an order. I mean, you're gonna see stuff behind me, but
Well, the segment is called Six Figures. Remember that.
yeah. So number 6, I got I guess this is number 6. I got these two guys tagged to my Swarm Trooper collections from Valaverse. A guy named Adam Tukaj, I don't know how to say his last name, sold this to me. I think he was getting out of Valaverse. So I think Dark got some figures from him, and that's where I found out about him. So I got these at my collection. So
Those
I'm
are cool.
trying to get as many as Laser Pants does. So about a year and a half ago, I think I saw one of his videos. It was a hype video for Valaverse, and we just went crazy on Valaverse since then. So I got 2 more of those. I think it's now 17 or 15 that I have. So I must really like them. My number 5, I have no idea. Number 5, I would say Indiana Jones, M.A.S.K. So number 5 is Indiana Jones, M.A.S.K.
Wait a minute. You haven't opened it. What?
No, I have opened it. I had to put it back in.
With the plastic?
Yeah, I'm really, I don't know. Yeah, once you take the plastic off, I open it because I took pictures and I showed you guys. I do need to get them back out and pose them, but I looked at them. I get so much stuff. I don't have all the time to look at these things. So I opened them up, moved them around a little bit.
You got no time for that.
I saw the face sculpt and I was like, it's not that bad. The holster sucks. It's terrible. Everything else looks great. So he's number 5. He would be higher up if it wasn't for the holster. I don't know. He could be number 2, guys. I don't know. Number 2, number 5. What's the difference, right?
Right.
What am I on? Number 4 is this thing called the Fat Boy from Gridiron Studios. So number 4 So I went crazy. I've been going crazy on Gridiron Studios.
That's cool.
And this was, like instead of it doing a discount, they've been throwing in like freebies. So I think, this is something cool you can add to other mechs they make or other designs they have.
Question.
Yeah.
How well do those pieces stay on?
This thing is so loose as heck.
Okay.
Now, you got to remember, they're 3D printing these, so I don't know if it's like that with all of them. But, if I tip this over, well, it stays. Well, now it comes off. So I didn't. But you can take it off. It wasn't supposed to come with that. So, again, the fat boy, and you're supposed to put somebody behind it. And then, you got a lot of attachments. Now, these little missile things might need to go on top. I don't know if they do or not. So, to me, they go on the bottom. These treads do move around too. So, again, I don't know. I think this was $50 or $59, maybe more. But you got to take advantage of any of their 2-3 day sales. Yeah, I'm hoping for another one. So that's number.
Well, you're an admin on our group. You should be posting when those sales go on.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, I do, and people don't like it, so I don't know if they're not into Army stuff.
I love it. I can't wait for you to post those things.
So about 10 minutes ago, they got a new Hound, right? So the vehicle is going to be Arctic or snow, I guess, camo. Now, the only thing I wish he does is do a little bit more weathering on the vehicles, and that costs a little bit more, but I guess I can learn how to paint and do it myself. But so what number was that? Does anyone know?
That was 4, wasn't it?
Number 4. So number 3. I kind of want. I'm just gonna do these. So these little mech walkers. Oh God!
No!
Hold on. I shouldn't say that. Whoa!
No! Tempting the hands.
So this is the Predator, Snake Eyes body with the Gridiron Studios Predator mashup mask. They had a deal. I'm gonna try to get another one of these after I pay the tax, man. So this is the G.I. Joe Mech Walker. I mean, it's pretty sweet. These are cool.
This is how their trouble bubbles should have been designed.
Yeah. Whoa, gosh, dude. Okay, I'm gonna put this up. But that's the the green G.I. Joe version, the good guys. Whatever you want to do with it. But I think these are the best things he's done. Now, I got other trouble bubble ones that they have, and I'm telling you, I think the less you put on it, the better. But I'll show it to you on the group or something. Now, this one's pretty sweet. I like the blue.
Yeah, I like the blue too.
And then that's also gridiron gear, loadout gear. And I can't remember what it was called. I think they came out with this at the same exact time. I think it was like a droid loadout or a mech loadout for a soldier. So, again, these little troopers, man, start jumping on them by tons, even though they're going to come out with them more and more down the road, right? But the cool thing is you can switch parts on these, and they're interchangeable with different versions. Okay, so that was what, number 3? Okay, then my number 2, which I'll get right now. My number 2.
Well, we see your number 1.
Yeah, this is a box.
Nice.
So, and I'm not going to give you my secrets, but I do have multiple burner accounts on YouTube. And those burner accounts are pretty good for winning prizes. So I won this. And I don't think anyone's figured out my burner accounts yet, which is shocking. This is a picture of me on it.
Wait, is Doug Collector 2 and 3 you?
Yeah, it was. I'm not. Huh? No, I'm not going to tell you.
I said, is Doug Collector
it's
2 and 3 you?
I've been using it for years. Nobody knows it's me. But one day, maybe I'll. Somebody's gonna. I cannot.
It's part of his prime.
You guys are in the chat too, and you have no idea it's me.
Well, it wouldn't be that good of a burner if we figured it out.
True.
Yeah, it's good, dude. If you guys knew, you'd be like, "Oh my god, it's him." because I've been around for years.
Don't tell me you're Kaiju Kitty.
I'm not going to tell you. I mean, someone has to like figure it out and provide evidence. But I have some great burner counts, and sometimes I'm using 6 of them in a stream. Nobody knows. So again, Bobby Bell artwork. This is black. This is a Pandora exclusive with the black coat or black jacket, and it's still sealed. Do I open it on stream?
Never.
Never. Okay. I mean, I swear some guy said there was a bloody version. Now, if he did that, then
You'll
I'm
never
gonna
know.
show up. I'm gonna ask him if I can show up and take a tour of their studios. I think that'd be cool. If I take my son or something, I don't know. Is he out by Washington D.C.? So I told my son I'd take him to Washington D.C.
Who is this? Bobby?
Valaverse.
They're out of Rhode Island, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm a little bit good in geography, but
Yeah, when you come visit me in Boston, you can stop over
yeah,
there.
I'll check that out. I need to go. I mean, I don't know. I think he would allow people, anybody. Not anybody, but I think if he knows you're half legit, but he knows how much I buy and how much
No, he doesn't know you because you use all those burner accounts.
Yeah. I mean, he has my name on it. I mean, most people do have burner accounts. Okay, so number 1 is obvious. Now, I don't have it all the way up. I'm afraid to. But this is the scale. I can get it on my top shelf. And it's the ATRT mech, the ARF Trooper. Guys, this thing is insane. Anybody that doesn't get this needs their Star Wars card pulled, even if they collect everything in Star Wars. But this thing is
talking
awesome.
to you, Ian. He's talking to you.
Yeah.
Dude, where would I put that thing?
I don't know, but I've
dog.
had these shells for over a year. I measured. It's never going to fit. So this will fit, though. But you're supposed to put like these things in here and attach it so it gives it more sturdiness. And I think it's sturdy enough. But this thing's awesome, dude. And then the dewback, I'm just waiting for him to ask for his money, and I'm going to send it. So it's basically a place I have, and I won't say the name, but it's a place where it's no tax and free shipping. So I don't know. Yeah, Toys Wonder. No, it's somewhere in the United States. But this thing is unbelievable. And I don't know what I don't even know if I'll put it up here to probably break. Oh my gosh, it's moving though. So I don't know what I did. Yeah, I would use those little support things. I think we're good.
Man,
And then
man, we have
honorable
earthquakes, man.
mention.
That would terrify me. There's nothing. Does it come with a stand?
Huh?
Nothing? Just like that?
Does it come with a support piece?
Is any
what he
support?
said.
Yeah, I don't have it in because it will not fit because it's so lower down. I'm really worried. So I need to look and clean up my comic book room / 1/6 room. And I need to put those supports in. There's no supports. And my daughter and my wife walk by this thing all the time. Maybe that's why she's mad. Like, what the hell? But what's funny is look at all these things. They all look like each other.
Yeah.
And I got in 1 month.
All right, let's wrap this up. Let's go.
But this thing here, look at this thing. I don't know. Sergeant Slaughter and Santa had a baby.
Is this your honorable mention?
I don't know. I got many. I got more gridiron back here. I got a lot. Look at this thing. Yeah, if you're not buying these, how do you even say Praetorians or something?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you got a couple. I got 3 of them, and I think, well, he got the Steel Brigade exclusives, but I'm guessing that he's going to have it. Hey, hold on. I got a problem here.
All right, he's out. We'll continue.
Hey, I got to go. I'll see you later.
Got mine. This is
Yeah,
a
these are
perfect picture on my desk now.
All right, it's my turn. It's my turn. All right. Before I get into mine, I totally forgot I got this guy this month.
Oh yeah.
For those of you who don't know, So it's translucent. So this is the Burning Godzilla from Hiya Toys. So you put a light behind it, and it comes out pretty awesome.
That looks great.
Yeah. So I ended up buying this during a live stream back in November, and they shipped it out, and I got it at the beginning of the month. Kind of forgot about it. So my 6, starting off with the recoil, the Ramen recoil. Oh, it's so heavy. Oh, it's so big. I got Jaja still hanging. But this thing is so cool. It's so big.
Of all the things you could use it for, you put Jar Jar in it.
No,
That's a choice.
I got the Joker there, and I got Deadpool driving.
That's cool.
So, I guess I was the only one in the world with this thing for for like 3 weeks.
That's cool.
It's a great piece. It's really, really nice. It's really cool. You got to be careful with, I think, some of the gears. Ace put out a message saying that the glue might detach if you put too much pressure touching them. So they're not really things to touch anyway. You just kind of put your figure in the driver's seat or the passenger seat and you're good. But it's a great piece. They're shipping out now, I think, for most people. Ryan's been kind of complaining that he hasn't gotten his, but I think he got a message that his is shipping or it's in his pile of loot, or I don't know. But so this is one of my top 6. It is it's pretty good. It's pretty great. I know that Ian, I think you passed on this, didn't you?
Yeah, the vehicles. I mean, I'd rather get those Hot Toys stuff, and then I mean, I'd like to have one, but maybe one day.
I got a 1.6 motorcycle that I ordered earlier this month that finally shipped, so that'll most likely make my thing next month. I got it to use as my rice rocket with one of those new Maverick figures, the Tom Cruise from Top Gun. But I know that Did is planning on releasing his motorcycle from the movie, so they kind of made an announcement they're working on the motorcycle. So I guess I'll have an extra one. But it's a pretty cool bike. You had a couple bikes in your top 6 there, so anyway, Al, you're getting this, right?
I don't have it on pre-order, but I might get one of the vehicles eventually.
Yeah, put on top of that MUSK.
Yeah.
And Jason, you're getting this, right?
I got the Challenger. I didn't the Metal Black. I didn't get the van.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is.
But I like it. It's really cool.
I got the same thing as Ryan, but I got it without the figure. I got it just the mechanical piece. So I'll probably put my Ahsoka on it because my Anakin, I don't know if you can see it. I have my Anakin on his stap right there.
Yeah.
So I'll have probably Ahsoka riding the chicken walker. But it's cool. It's really, really high. I didn't anticipate it being that tall. Very cool piece. As Ryan said, if you collect Star Wars and you don't have this, you're gonna have to have your card revoked. It's really, really cool.
Dude, I just spent 100,000 yen on photos with Star Wars people. I don't think I need them a card revoked.
Yeah, what do you need a photo with a Star Wars person? You can just do this and it'll be in your room forever.
Actually,
You know?
it's actually on the shop floors, man. I've seen it in Ami. So, I want to get it. I do want to get it.
Yeah. So I got this. I got Trump. Now, before people start saying, what? I have Obama. I have Biden. I have Kim Jong-un. I have a Putin. I collect like world leaders. So if a company is going to put out a world leader, I'm going to buy it. And I'm going to have a round table of world leaders for their summit. So I got this Trump. It comes with 2 heads. So the reason I got this one is because it did come with 2 heads, and I'm planning on doing something I think is cool with the other head. So I'm not going to say what it is, but eventually when I have everything that I need and I want put together, I will I'll take some pictures, or I'll do a photo and a video and show people. But yeah, I got a Kim Jong-un right there. Let me you see him next to Darth Vader?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
You know,
So yeah, so I mean, I collect world leaders. So if they're gonna come out with a figure, I'm gonna get it. So I got a Trump. I got my Jar Jar that you guys just saw. This one, we've talked about it before. This figure, the price has gone way down, considerably down. It's almost like you're paying under the retail price, and this was a web exclusive. So I passed on it when it came out, and I ended up just waiting on it, and the price went down to about what I would have paid if I had reserved it initially. So I ended up getting it because it's my firm belief that Figuarts is going to be going all in on the Star Wars line. I really believe they're going to have a massive announcement or display of what they're planning on putting out during Celebration, which is in a month and a half.
What era
So
do you think
I
they'll
don't
go
want to
with?
really miss out. Was that Jason?
I said, what era do you think they might start with?
Well, I think they're going to ignore. I think they're going to ignore the sequels.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Ian who said it. Somebody said it, and I hadn't thought about it. But they put out a figure from the prequels, the original trilogy, and the sequels back last year. They put out a Rey. They put out, I don't know who it was, a Luke or something. And then they had a figure from the prequels, and I can't remember who it was. But I think they looked at the sales of those figures to kind of to get some sort of gauge on where people are in terms of collecting and where the demand is. And that Rey just sat on shelves.
Yeah.
So since then, again, they've been putting out, or they've been announcing, or they've been putting out original trilogy and the prequel stuff.
Yeah.
And actually, in 2 weeks, that Anakin from Ahsoka is releasing, and that new soft goods Yoda that releases in 2 weeks. And then there's a couple more, I think, at the end of the month, maybe.
is it
So,
really 2 weeks already?
I think it's the middle of March when those things release.
Holy
Yeah.
crap!
Yeah, all 4 come in March.
Yeah, but I think 2 are releasing. I think the Anakin and the Yoda release in the middle, and I think it was the Chewbacca and the Han Solo release later.
Yeah,
I could be wrong. I don't remember.
Let me see.
But I don't want to miss out on characters. So I already had the Black Series Jar Jar. I thought it was pretty good, but this one is so much better. It's a really good figure.
It's actually hard to get here. Like it's sold out. The pre-order is sold out here. It's actually quite hard to find.
What, the
Jar Jar? This figure out's Jar Jar.
No, it's very easy to get. I got it on Amazon.
It was on Amazon?
Yeah, it's on Amazon for like 11,000 yen.
Jeez, I'll have a look then. Cool.
Yeah. Which was the original Tamashi Web price.
Nice.
So I got that. And then, of course, I got the Wick that everybody's hopefully already watched that review, that video. It's a cool figure. Here he is in the same pose. Very cool. But as Jason said, and as I said in my video, if you have that AT custom one, it's never gonna live up to that. So it's a very good figure. If you don't have the AT custom, it's a great Wick. It's better than the Part 4 one, in my opinion. I like this one more than the previous one they put out. But it's never going to be on the level of the AT custom one. That's next level.
I think Ian said the same. It's just such a good figure. I don't see how anyone's going to beat that.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, it's like comparing like a Sideshow figure and a Hot Toys figure, or a Present Toys figure and a Hot Toys figure. It just doesn't happen. Yeah. And so the other one, when I started talking to Vivian Blue as I said, I kind of needed to see what their shipping was like before I started recommending them to anybody. So I ended up getting the Iron Man. The shipping was great, very well packed, very timely delivery. But of course, I'm in Japan, so it's different.
Yeah.
But I had waited on this and waited on this and waited on this because that big cannon, it was so expensive. And I know that the figure had gone on sale for some of the retailers who only ship abroad. And Jason and I have talked about this. So,
Sorry, man.
well, I couldn't get it. It was such a good deal, but I couldn't get it. So I ended up finally getting it because they didn't have too many things that I didn't already have. So I ended up getting this. And I'm so happy I did. The colors on it are so good. They're really, really vibrant. So yeah, so
it's a deceptively simple looking figure, but in hand it looks great.
it's so good in hand. Yeah. It's really
just
good.
wish they'd
My issue with mine is that I've had mine on display for a while, just standing, and it's the leg joints have become quite loose.
Really?
So be careful with that. Maybe have it on the flight stand is a good idea.
What is this? Matthew Lillard got cast in Daredevil? What? Wow.
As who?
Yeah. I mean, as I've gotten older and I've seen more of his performances, I appreciate him as an actor more. I think as a young guy, his characters were kind of goofy and stupid, but
he was
maybe
actually
like Sean Penn, right? He gets better with age.
Matthew Lillard was my choice for Carnage back in the day for Cletus Cassidy.
That was my. I could see that.
And, especially how in Scream when he was acting all crazy at the end. Like I just saw Carnage.
He's got the right face for it. He does look like that would have been a good fit.
He's coming back for the next Scream, right?
Apparently. I saw that. Yeah, he got.
Yeah, I think he teased it. I don't think he said he's coming back, but
okay,
I'm sure he is if he teased it. All right, here we go. So this is the YouTube. These are the YouTube people. I gave everybody a number, and if it lands on your number, you've now made the final cut. Again, if you win, you'll have a couple days to respond to me. If you don't respond, then I'm going to move on to the next person. Okay, so just so you know, I can't leave this in limbo for a week or 2 weeks. You have a couple days, let's say 3 days, 3 days from right now to respond to me and let me know that, you're a person, you're not a bot or whatever. And you have to show me that you are either subscribed on my YouTube, or if you joined via Instagram, that you follow my Instagram. And you also have to show that you follow Vivian Blue's Instagram and show us that you have registered on their website, because it's shipping directly through them, directly from them. And all their shipping information, your shipping information, has to be in their system. So that's why you have to join. So with that being said, let's do this spin. This one, there were 181 entrants. And as I said before, you were only supposed to enter once. Some people entered multiple times. I'm looking at you, Doppelganger, Eric, in particular. You were only supposed to enter once. If I gave you a number multiple times, it was a mistake. I didn't really have time to kind of cross-check every name. But for the next giveaway, I'll try to make it a little bit more manageable and make sure that people aren't doing that. Let's just say that. So with that, let's do a spin and see who's making it to the final round. Here we go. Can't see those numbers.
No.
All right, number 38.
38.
All right. So To recount, if you won the Facebook spin, that was Ryan. He was number 13. The Instagram spin was number 57, and the YouTube.
Dude, I'm 38. I'm 38.
Huh?
I'm 38.
Shut up. You were like 180. And the YouTube was 38. All right. So let me close this. I'll erase all of these numbers. And I'll plug in the new numbers. So we have Facebook 13. We have Instagram 57. And we have YouTube 38. All right. So again, if you win this, you have 3 days to respond back to let me know that you're a human and to verify that you follow the rules. You follow or you're subscribed to my either Instagram or my channel. You've followed Vivian Blue and you're registered for their website. So let's do the spin. Any last words?
IG-57 sounds like a Star Wars bounty hunting droid.
It do. All right. Anybody but Facebook 13. Anybody but Facebook 13.
Hey, am I in the show? Hey, I'm outside. Okay, let's win.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Ian.
Wait. Ian, me. Okay,
Yeah.
Facebook. Come on. No. Me. Yeah, oh my God. Stop. And,
Instagram.
no.
Bounty hunting droid won.
Wait a minute. You gotta be kidding me. That thing kept spinning. Dang,
All
dude,
right.
I came all the
So
way
if
outside
you're-
for this.
If you're Instagram 57, you have come in first, and as I said, you have turn that off. You have 3 days to respond, so we'll take that one off. Nope. We'll take that one off, and this is the runner-up.
Okay. Who's the guy that won? Where does he
We'll
live?
find out.
Instagram. Yeah.
Where does he live?
Come on, you gotta be. What the heck, dude?
That's what happens when you steal my luck.
That's ridiculous.
I'm dying here.
I mean, I'm like outside walking around my house for this stuff. My wife came down. I was like, "What the heck you home for?" Coming down the basement like that. She's like,
I'm all
"Oh, I
red.
don't
I'm gonna
mind."
die. All right, YouTuber number 38, whoever you are, you're the runner-up. And then finally we have Ryan.
Okay,
So
these,
I'll reach out to each person
no,
tomorrow.
don't reach out to them. That's not right.
I'll reach out to the winner tomorrow. I'll give that person an opportunity to watch the stream, hopefully. And if not, then we'll go to the runner-up. I'll do the same thing. And then if the runner-up doesn't choose it, we'll just give it to Ian. How about that? So a reminder, let me get rid of this. Give me a second here.
Ryan's got sort of a Blair Witch thing going on.
A reminder, we got a couple daredevils in here.
Yeah.
So we're doing the waffle on the Facebook group right now. For that figure, that'll end probably next week. We'll do it for We'll do it maybe for 2 weeks, like usual. and then I'll be saving the other Daredevil. I have 2 in the box, in the bag. We'll save the other one for the channel member waffle in July.
All right.
So we'll do that. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody watching. I do appreciate that people did enter this contest. It was nice to be able to give something back to people. A free figure is always good, and I know a lot of people passed on that figure because it was expensive. It was an expensive piece. So whoever won it, congratulations. I'm happy that you did. Any last news or things you want to share? Start with Al.
Actually, a quick question since you brought up the Daredevil waffle, and it's kind of related to the pictures you sent the other day. You took a picture of, I believe it was Blue Hush Batman and Black Adam on display. There was a Wolverine in the background.
Yeah, somebody asked me about that. I had asked if it was a reissue, and they said no. It was just kind of remaining stock that had been found.
Okay. Yeah, because I think some people were thinking it was being reissued. And
no, I would have clearly stated that if it were. Yeah, so thanks for bringing that up.
No problem.
When does that?
So Santiago, were you really 38 in the YouTube? Santiago?
Yes, this is me.
I think
is that your burner account?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll check. So the winner was the Instagram number. So I'm gonna reach out to that person tomorrow. Tomorrow meaning Sunday morning here. And that person will have until Tuesday morning to respond to me and show me that that person is alive and and so forth. So if that person does not reach out to me, Santiago, are you in our Facebook group? Yes or no? Say yes, I am, or no, I'm not.
Say he's had Wi-Fi problems, so maybe
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. All right.
Give it to Ryan. It's okay.
So Santiago, do you have a Facebook account? If you have a Facebook account, shut up, Ryan. If you have a Facebook account, join the group. And when it asks you, how did you find out about the group? Say, I won the Mafex figure on YouTube. And then we'll know to let you in. Yeah, create one. And then just say that you came in second on the YouTube Mafex giveaway. So we'll know to let you in. We'll know that who you are.
Bonus points if you take a
and
shot at that.
If I don't hear from that person, I'll know who you are in the group and I can reach out directly to you. Okay? All right. So, Jason, any parting words?
I was going to ask you, that MAS-K, do we know when that's going up? Or the...
I think it's March 4th.
That sounds right.
I think it's Tuesday.
Between that and the train, I am, looking forward to that.
And I think that's a Tamashii Web exclusive.
Oh.
So in the States, probably Bondi, Big Bad Toy Store will have it.
Cool.
But here, I think it's a Tamashii Web exclusive.
You know I'm a sucker for Speed Racer, so.
No, it looks really good. It looks really, really nice. I don't think it's not a 1/12 scale, I don't think.
I think it said it was about 10 inches long.
Yeah. So, it's slightly small, but it comes with like figures that go in the seats. So I mean, you can have characters in it.
Yeah. Definitely looks better than my old Resaurus one.
Yeah.
Other than that, thanks for having me again. Great hanging with you guys. Al, feel better. Ian, feel better.
Feel better.
Well, we're not saying bye yet. We wanna hear from Ian. Ian, anything going on? I have a figure for Ian. He has to meet up with me.
Yeah. Thanks for that. Thanks for picking up that figure. But yeah, nothing really. Thanks for inviting me on the show.
Feeling better now? Your hangover
I'm
gone?
feeling much better. Yeah, like talking toys is a good cure. But yeah, feeling much better.
If you go drinking, people in the chat, if you go drinking, always eat a banana before you go to bed.
Yeah. Or
It
a
helps.
Pedialyte.
It gets rid of hangovers. It does.
Pedialyte.
Google it. It's a potassium. And Ryan, condolences. Anything to add?
Yeah, I got a lot of things to add.
Never mind.
I would like to protest. I feel like Facebook should have had more. No, I think that the Facebook users should be getting more things on the wheel. And, you know, it's not really fair since I'm a founding member. And what's funny is I do have my banana. And I always carry a banana. So, and one last thing that I do want to talk about is this. Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy,
Okay.
did he Leroy Jenkins it? Everybody know what that reference is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft.
I have a friend who does that all the time. It's not nearly as funny anymore.
Even
All
like
right, guys. I got to go drinking myself. I have an afternoon beer tasting event. So I got to go. So
Nice.
everybody take care. Have a good weekend. And thanks for joining. See
Take
you
care,
all.
guys.